GoAgie.com. I'm here today with head coach Brandon Barkus. Your team was named NSIC preseason #1 for the first time in program history. How do you prepare your team for the heightened expectations for this upcoming season?
Well, our approach is to not really talk about it. I mean, it's not really something that is a discussion point. We're just kind of going about our day-to-day business as we do every year. Day-to-day business. So, I mean, I guess it's cool from a fan's perspective, from an institutional perspective, but really from a team's perspective, it's not something that we even really talk about it. Media, you guys, this is who I talk to, but as far as the team goes, man, we're just kind of trying to have a championship attitude and an attitude to kind of get after it every day and see if we can't bring it and just try to get better.
What do you feel the strengths of your team are so far? You've had a week and a half of practice, so you've been able to, assess how your team goes. What are your strengths going into this year?
Well, I feel like we're a different team, and it's going to be interesting. Kind of how we come together. We're definitely working pretty hard. I mean, defensively, I think we're pretty organized. We returned some really nice players. Mahacek in goal, LB Bleeker. Our two center backs look really strong. Hannah T. Becks, our two outside backs, are really doing a nice job. So maybe defensively we're going to be really good. I mean, I think if we can hold teams, if we can, hold teams to a goal or less, obviously, and if we can, really have a full team commitment to defend, I think that might be a strength of ours. But on the flip side, I mean, I feel like we're pretty explosive offensively. Some of these young players coming in look really good. Of course, Sam T, I mean, she's really, really good. Fast, dynamic, fun player, but she's kind of adjusting her style a little bit this year. She's trying to be a little more Stevie-esque. Stevie was an incredibly dynamic front runner that scored goals, but she was a good distributor of the ball, and Sam, I think, is trying to be that too. I mean, I think she understands there's going to be a bit of a target on her back. I mean, most teams' game plan is going to be to shut her down, so her job is going to be to distribute a little bit more, and then we're going to need other people to step up and score some goals. And in training so far, that's happening. We're scoring a lot of goals in training, which is crazy because, again, I think a bit of our strength is, kind of how we are defensively. But, and then I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the strength of our midfield as well. I mean, Ellie Knowles, she's just really strong, dribble penetrating. Sal's a terrific distributor. Mac Main is just really fun and good on the ball. And then in our D-mid role, golly, I'll tell you, it's going to be a battle. We lost Taylor Brownrigg, who I think is, she was phenomenal. I mean, there's not enough words to explain how great Taylor Brownrigg was, for our program. And, that's a big hole for us. But Courtney Allmendinger has been doing great. Rebecca Gasper looks really strong. And we got a freshman, Katie Ortgeese, who, she was kind of a late commitment for us, and she was coming off an ACL, but she is looking really good. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's just we're just a different team, and we try not to talk about last year too much, but it's been really fun preseason so far.
You brought in 13 true freshmen this year. After a week and a half of practices, how do you feel like they're adjusting to the college level?
Great. We're not the type of team that classifies freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors. We're not the type of group or the team that's going to say, freshman, you got to break the goal down, or you got to carry the cones, or you got to collect the balls. It's a team effort, and our freshmen have really acclimated to that quickly. And the thing that's cool is they're stepping up and taking responsibility. They're recognizing, hey, older players are doing things, I better go do things, and our older players do a really good job of establishing, expectations of the team, and our freshmen are identifying that because they're highly intelligent. The other thing I love about the freshmen is they're just super empowered. I mean, they're getting here early. They're, staying a little longer. They're really taking care of their bodies. They're, doing that extra sprint when it's needed. It's a really fun group. And the cool thing is it's really excites me about the future without getting too far ahead. But God, hey, it's a special group. It's fun.
Taylor Mahacek was named NSIC Preseason Defensive Player of the Year. What does that mean to you and your program going forward?
Well, what it means personally for me is I'm incredibly proud. I love Taylor. I coached her when she was a youth player. She just, we do goalkeeping for 30 minutes or so before training on a regular basis, and she just brings it. She's not a kid to take a play off. She's a kid. She's a woman. I mean, she's phenomenal. I really can't say enough positive things about her. Even in training today, we had a little offense versus defense competition, and she just takes so much pride in not getting scored on, and she takes so much pride in the organization of her backs, and she just gives it up for everybody. And then on top of that, I mean, she mentors in the community, and she's just a great woman. I mean, she's just a great human being. And so for me to have her recognized just really means a lot because of who she is as a person. And as a program, I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's really cool. But again, it's not how you begin, it's how you end. And, so we got voted one, and we got a defensive player. Okay. But we're going to keep working day by day. We're really going to have a championship attitude, and we're going to kind of really see where that takes us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.